What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Stats and Facts, where we have all the stats.
And we have all the facts.
I go by DJ G94.
And I go by Warren. And y'all already know how we do it.
So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a legend / OG in the house tonight.
Yes, sir.
He part of a R&B group from one of the best rap labels of all time, No Limit Records.
Indeed.
Got hit records called I Got the Hook Up.
Ah.
Pushing Inside You.
Ah.
I Miss My Homies.
Ah.
And one of my favorite songs, Making Love to My Bitch.
Yeah. Making love to my bitch. Hey, that's
Rico is in the house. What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
All right. So we're gonna take it way back from the beginning, man. Humble beginnings, bro.
Yeah.
So my first question for you is, what was it like growing up in Richmond, California?
Man, when I was there, it was so cool. It was okay, so like when I was young, maybe like around 8 years old, when I started singing, when I walk out my house, there was like 15 different bands. And everybody played some different type of music. You had a soul band down the street, you had like a rock and roll band, but all these cats were black dudes that did all this type of music. So and then my dad played. So that's how I really got into it. And he sang. He had a singing group. And then when he started having kids at an early age, he couldn't really do it, but they was dope too. But just so happened we moved into this neighborhood on Fall Street on the south side where it was all these bands. We had this one dude, he was just like Jimi Hendrix. He literally, everything about it. To this day, he still does the Jimi Hendrix experience. We had one of the baddest, dopest bass players that you couldn't even imagine. Now watch this. So this is a guy named Anthony Carmichael who produced Lionel Richie. He's from my neighborhood. I never knew him because I was so young. And what happened was my very first song I ever recorded. I wrote this song called "Pushing Inside You." I've been a nasty little boy for quite a while. You feel? I was 13 years old when I wrote the song. Right, I was 13 going on 14. It was me and my homeboy Sam Bostic. I don't know if y'all probably remember the Mob music. He produced a lot of E40, Tupac, Sprinkle Me, man, Sprinkle Me. He did all that. Dusted and Disgusted. If y'all knew anything about E40 or the Bay Area kind of music, they was like really hot back then. So we were in the group back then, you know, and we had got this deal with Motown. I recorded it on a Friday. And Saturday morning, I woke up. I looked out the window. It was this dude playing the guitar, which was Anthony Carmichael, who was a very well-known producer, record maker, right, for Motown. I didn't know who he was. He's just a black dude playing the guitar. So I went over there. I was like, "Hey, man, I play." He was like, "You play? You young to play?" So I started funking his guitar, right? So then I said, "You want to hear one of my songs?" He said, "Yeah, man, let me hear one of your songs." So I popped, you know, we had cassettes. Now I know how to work that damn cassette, you heard me? Yeah. So I popped that cassette in. He was like, "Man, that ain't you." I said, "Yeah, it's me." He said, "I'll tell you what, go home. In 30 minutes, I'm gonna have Anna Gay Gordy, which is Berry Gordy's sister, Marvin Gaye's wife, call you and hook you over Motown." Wow. I swear the next weekend, I was at Motown Records at Anna Gay Gordy's mansion.
Wow.
It was so surreal, man. So we always imagined, you know, we thought we was the Jacksons back then, right? Yeah. So we imagined coming in with the gates opening and everything we imagined actually came true. So all that stuff about, you know, if you imagine stuff, what is it called?
Manifestation.
Manifestation, you will it to yourself. And that's what we were doing at a young age. And we never even knew that's what we were doing. Yeah. So we envisioned this and it actually happened. The gates opened. The guards were there with the guard dogs, and they escorted us in. I'm sitting there, right? And she, Anna Gay Gordy, these prominent people in the music industry, right? She loved my music. So she went in the back room for a minute. I don't know what she was doing, but all of a sudden this dude walks up from this sunken living room. And I said, "Damn, you bro, you know who you are?" He was like, yeah, bro, it was Marvin Gaye.
Yeah,
No.
that's
It
crazy.
was Marvin Gaye.
Damn.
Man, I'm like 13, 14 years old. I'm meeting Marvin Gaye. I'm like, bruh, damn, you Marv, bruh. I said, but now check this out, Marv. Check this out, Playboy. I love you, but I love fucking Michael Jackson. I need to meet Mike. He busted out laughing, right? He said, well, you guys aren't gonna be on Motown, so I'm sure you're gonna meet Mike, right?
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, we didn't I didn't get a chance to meet Mike then,
Mm-hmm.
but we had did a song. Y'all might be a little too young to remember, but it was a movie called The Last Dragon. And with Vanity and Tay-Mac, it was like this karate, it was black karate movie, right?
Okay.
Produced by
Yeah.
Motown. So I had a song that was in that, and I learned a lot from them. You know, I learned more structure of songs. I remember El DeBarge taught me a real cold, cool way of structuring the songs that I use to this day.
Mhm.
I taught my son, and my son, he's the lead singer of Sons of Funk now, and he better than me, just as good as me writing songs. He far better singer than me. And then I got another son, Rico, who Lil Rico, who he be rapping whatever, you know. He could have been on No Limit back there, you know, doing his thing. But so yeah, man, and that's what happened. That was my humble beginnings, and it happened so damn fast.
Yeah.
Like I felt like Forrest Gump, because everything like I would just end up in these wonderful situations. Like, how the hell I get here, you know? And I'm meeting all these wonderful people. So yeah, that's what happened.
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope, man. And so you talked about like this your songwriting. I wanted to ask you, what is it like knowing you got like a dope chorus or a dope hook? Or like how do you start with the hook or chorus first, or is it verse?
Yeah. That's interesting that you say that. So now we got this cold ass chemistry. I pick the beat, right? No, 9 times out of 10, my son picks it too. But I think I got a little more doper ear than him, you know, as far as what I think the streets gonna like. He actually has a little more R&B ear than I do.
Mm,
But so I'll hear the beat and I'll come with the hook. Now, because he's so young, he sings the cadence that y'all would like. You feel
mhm,
me? That cold little almost rappy sing songy. Though he can blow. He can sing just like, if not better than Chris Brown. They like on same accord. I'm not just saying it because he's my boy or whatever, but the boy dope. If he was whack, I'd be like, say boy, don't embarrass me, son. You know? You know? But he dope. And so he comes up with the verses.
mm,
And so what we have is a beautiful marriage between the old and reality, cold reality that everybody can relate to, and then what's going to appeal to the young audience. I
mm.
mean, I'm telling you, we didn't did a hybrid of R&B. It's like we didn't start at a whole new level. And if y'all heard any of the new stuff like Klaus Sprinting, Miss Me With That Bullshit,
Mhm.
uh, which I mean, we got plenty of them out there right now. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, and that's our math on writing songs now.
That's dope.
Mm.
Yeah,
So man,
indeed.
tell me, how did Sons of Funk come about? How y'all were y'all met? I got started.
Okay, man. So this is what it was. Uh, my cousin is Desmond. He was singing the first part of "Pushing Inside You," right?
Yeah, rest in
And
peace.
uh, uh, it was a spring day, like just right about now in California, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and it's this area in Oakland called Lake Merritt, and everybody back then used to go around the lake around beautiful days or whatever. So I was with my homeboys, right? And I seen my cousin. I ain't seen him in years. He was like, "Cuz, what's happening?" I was like, "Man, what's good? What you up to?" He said, "I'm producing." I was like, "Boy, get the hell out of here! Producing what? You can't produce." You know, I'm clowning you, right? He was
Mm-hmm.
like, "No, cuz." Then I saw that he was serious. He said, "Come over to the house and hear some of my music." So I right then and there, I told my homeboys, I said, man, I'll be back, man. So I'm going over to his house, and I looked to my left. It was Money B, like right across the street. It was Money B from Shock G, Tupac. We was all around the same area all the time. Like we all grew up together. So I was like, "What up, Pac? What up, Money? You know, Shock, whatever." And they was like, "What's up, Reek? What up? You know?" And then so I go in my cousin's house, and he said, "Check this out, cuz." He popped on the beat. It's another song out there, y'all. That's better, almost 10 times better than Pushing Inside You, called it. Yeah, if your body says yes, come on over. I'm telling you, that damn song so cold, bro. We dropped it, but we didn't drop it. You feel me? We sold out the trunks. I always had but man, you swear I was going to the strip club. I had so many ones selling that damn CD. You feel me? So yeah. So then all of a sudden, about an hour later, like I was like, look, man, I'm gonna write a hit record to that. About an hour later, Josh, which we call him now Big Shug, he came over. And Josh plays the hell out of keyboards. But at the time, he was just 15 years old. I said, look here, little boy, you stick with me. I'm gonna take you all the way to Beverly Hills. He was like, for real? I said, man, trust me, man, I already been there. I was just missing this element of music that y'all producing. And sure enough, man, about 93 to 4 and 5 to 6. About 4 years later, 4.5 years later, I had him living in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
We signed with No Limit Records. We had put out Pushing Inside You. Man, it's a whole nother story with that. But I gave Pete Pushing. And 3 weeks later, he sold 4 million copies of that damn record. Bruh, I was like, damn. So he called me one day talking about, bruh, y'all done sold more records than me on that single. I said, shut your mouth and keep talking. Yay. So he flew us all down to Jamaica. He flew the whole company down there and we celebrated. We got our tanks. C Murder was the first dude I saw when I got off the plane. He came ran and gave me a hug. He's like, yeah, y'all done did it, man. Y'all done did it. You know, and Silk. Now me and Silk is real tight. That's my dog. Me and Silk real. At one time, you could always see me and Silk together. We was always together. Me, Silk, and Josh. We was always together. And yeah, man. And that's how Sons of Funk started.
All right. Pushing Inside You. That song is incredible. You know how? Because your boy P put the song in 2 No Limit films. I'm about it. Yeah. I got the hookup. You put you made that a love scene. You made yeah, that's crazy.
Cold.
P is a wonderful dude, man. Some people might have something to say about P. I have nothing but admiration and love. I have a mansion I live in now inadvertently because of Master P. I mean, I live in a 6,000 square foot home, and I'm about to buy this lot next to me. I don't know. I don't even know how big my house is gonna be, but I'm gonna have my backyard is gonna be a park, a literal park, and I got a lake in my backyard. I don't want for nothing, and I attributed all to God first, but God blessing P to bless me. You feel me? And that's how it went down.
That's dope. So I wanted to ask you, because like something we hear when we hear No Limit music, period, is the vibes and the energy in the music, man. You can just hear it, the energy. So I wanted to ask you, do you have a favorite studio session that you can remember?
I do, man. I'm glad you asked me that. This was a very humbling experience for me when I saw Master P do this. I was recording P on The Last Dine, right? Is that the last? No. What was that? Make us say, what album was that?
Ghetto Dope.
Ghetto Dope. I'm recording P. We was putting out so much stuff that it gets foggy after a while. You feel me? So, and Sons of Funk, we were Beast by the Pound. We're part of Beast by the Pound because we produce as well. So I'm recording P, and I'm like, P, that ain't it, bro. Like, you got to hit it on the one, man. Come on. Like, and so the brother looked at me, right? At first, I thought he got mad, but he looked at me and said, hey, Rick, I'm going to tell you what, man. We going to stay here for the next 2 weeks till you feel like it's right. Now, that dude was my boss, right? He was a multi-millionaire. But for him to humble himself, to make sure he got what is needed to sell more, he did that for me to help himself. I learned so much from that dude. He's far more than what y'all even see, man. He don't even, I tell y'all what, if you ever get a chance to really sit down with him and he drops that country drawl, he'll start talking about mutual funds and he'll start talking about stocks. He'll start talking about really, man, the dude is articulate beyond belief. And his recall of numbers And if he tell you something, he'll never forget it, and he gonna do it. One thing about Master P, if he said he was gonna do it, you best rest assured that brother gonna do it. If he said he wasn't, rest assured it wasn't go down. You trust me?
Yeah. I just happened to catch him on I think he was on Jalen Rose's podcast, and I was just like, every time he speak, man, it's so much game. You just gotta pick it up.
Man, you gotta pick up what he put down, man. He's so cold. I remember we went to we was in Atlanta, and we was at the I forget what's that big mall in Atlanta?
Is it Lennox?
Everybody go to
Lennox?
Lennox Mall. Yeah. Lennox Mall. We was in Lennox Mall, and it was this Arab dude selling no limit tanks. They was fake. So he pulled me to the side. He said, "Rick, you see that dude right there? Tupac would be mad at that dude want to go fight him for selling them tanks." He said, first and foremost, that man got to put a bone on his plate for his kids. And that man is only perpetuating the tank. So I must be doing something right if that man would copy my logo, put it in his storefront, and sell it. I'm not mad at that man. Let him keep making that money. That dude has so much game, man. That's amazing. Was cold, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
He's cold.
Yeah. Hey, man, speaking of that 1997-98 year, what was it like recording those 2 hits? I Miss My Homies and I Got the Hookup. Oh, my God.
Bruh, I got a story to tell y'all about that, though. Okay. Okay. So, we had just signed with No Limit. P gave us $100,000 a piece, right? He spent $500,000 on us without even blinking. Man, I swear to God, we flew in from California because I met him in Richmond. We flew in Baton Rouge. We get to the ice cream part, ice cream shop. That's the studio. Mm-hmm. That brother opened up a safe, man. I thought I was at Wells Fargo. You hear me? that man had stacks and stacks of hundreds. I was like, what the FBI? Hey, bro, are we going to jail? You ain't finna go to jail, man. I got a few extra dollars. And he was never braggadocious about his money. He never, only thing he would tell me is, Rick, don't worry about shit. I'm the money man. He said it so much, I ain't worried about nothing. I'm with the money man. Yeah. So P, okay, so it was 5 of us. Mm-hmm. And it was Ricky Jones that was in my group. So he gave us this money, right? And we get back home, and Rick wilding. Rick got 5 women pregnant. He got prostitutes. He doing all kind of wild stuff, right? And by this time, we recording our album. And we're recording a few songs, you know what I mean? Because we had a lot of money. So we were just going to the studio, just doing our thing, just, the songs we was coming up with. So he was wilding so bad, he gets murdered, right? That's a whole nother story. So P called us. He was hot. He was like, Reek, I left you in charge, man. What happened? How you died, man? How you get murdered? He said, man, you supposed to protect everybody. I was like, P, I couldn't stop him, man. We was up in the hills at Dad's house, safe and everything, but Rick loved the hood. Yeah. Oh my God, he thought he was Tupac. I was like, bro, Tupac dead, man. You want to die? He was like, nigga, I'm Pac. So he adopted this, you feel me? He adopted this thing where he was gonna die. And sure enough, some of these little dudes in this place called Easter Hill murked him. Okay, so P called me, he was hot. He said, all right. I said, P, man, you all we got, bro. Like, please don't leave us, man. I know it's a bad situation, but we can persist on. He said, all right, y'all get your mind right. I'm gonna fly y'all to LA tomorrow. I need y'all to sing on I Miss My Homies, right? I was like, all right, cool. So we flew to LA, and we get off, and we get to the hotel room, and P said, hey, man, let me hear some of that music y'all been working on, right? He was on the fence a little bit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the first song I played him was, I Got the Hookup. Holla if you hear me. You heard me? Hey, that boy said, wait a minute, bro. Play that again. I played it again. He said, look, man, y'all pack up y'all shit. That's gonna be the first single in the movie. I'm finna buy y'all some houses in Beverly Hills, Sherman Oaks, and get y'all any car you want. And I'm finna put some more money in your pocket. My eyes got big. I'm like, what? What? So we all moved to Baton Rouge for like 3 months, right? We were staying in the hotel 3 months, eating and chilling, and it was just every day was Saturday. And we get back, man. So one day he called me, he said, Rico, you got 24 hours to finish your album. I'm flying y'all to LA. Yeah. I'm like, Pete, how the hell we gonna do a whole R&B album? This ain't no rap album. He's like, nigga, you want the money? You want the houses? I was like, yeah, well, handle your business. Man, we got to LA, you heard me? We was around the clock. He gave me 72 hours though. He gave me 3 days.
Yeah.
Round the clock, record. Finally, we finished, man. We was all dead tired. He sent the limo to come get us. We drove us to Priority Records. He said, all right, what kind of cars y'all want? I was like, what? I said, well, I was testing the water, right? We want some Benzes. He was like, all right, we're gonna go down to the Benz shop and get y'all some brand new Benzes. He said, call up the realtor. We finna get y'all some houses in Beverly Hills, because I can't have y'all go back to Richmond or Oakland because they gonna kill y'all. They ain't gonna be able to handle what they see right here. I was like, well, yeah, of course, Mr. Master P. Hell yes, sir. Let's
no
go.
question.
Man, my Benz is so new. You know them little bubble wraps to be popping? I had that shit on my
bubble wrap.
You feel me? Yeah. Hey man, it was a beautiful thing. You hear me?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, since you mentioned like going to Louisiana, and obviously that's where we from, the boot.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, what was the transition like going from Cali to Louisiana?
Man, first it was hard, but I knew it was the best thing for me. So now watch this. Now I'm new money, right? So where P had us living, some of the richest people you can imagine, right? So I was cool with this white dude who he introduced me to like Leonardo DiCaprio. He was like this real smooth, cool, fly little white dude, man. He knew everybody, right? And he was buying Ferraris, his partners. I'm like, man, I can't keep up with y'all, you know? So I guess the bad rules, right? And I'm the man, right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a stunt out here, you feel me? You can have, you know, an average car, you can have a nice home and the best food in the world, and people gonna love you out here, you feel me? That's one thing I love about Louisiana, Baton Rouge. I can go in any hood. I can go in Dixie. I could go to the South. I could go to Baker. I can go anywhere. If I ain't looking for no trouble, I ain't gonna find none. You feel me? Not where I'm, you know, and I make friends with everybody. I'm cool with everybody, all of them. I knew Boosie used to live down the street from me. He used to come over to the house. I used to see Kevin Gates. He used to rap on my homeboy Big London porch. It's another dude that is better than Kevin Gates, but he don't want nobody. He don't want to be famous, but he 10 times better than all of them. Wow. So like I knew all these little cats. Only person I didn't know, man, was NBA Youngboy. Of course, he's so young, but my son knows. You know what I mean? And but anybody like from Kevin Gates to Boosie in that era or whatever, I definitely know him. And I didn't kick it with him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Louisiana, man. I would never, ever go back to California. Never.
Wow.
Yeah, man, because the people here are too beautiful, man. You know what I mean? Oh, another thing. I can speak to another black man without worrying about saying blood or cuz and getting into an altercation. I could just say, brother, what's happening? What's up, blood? What's up, cuz? No problem. Hey, how you doing? Brothers out here, they still got that old school mentality. I still recognize you as my brother. As long as we don't get no problem, we click clack. You feel me? Yeah.
All right, bro, give us some No Limit stories. I know you got some. Any artist?
He got so many. He got to decide. He got so many for us.
I got so many of them, man. Oh, y'all remember the time when we got into some funk with We got into it with Death Row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up at the
Universal.
at the Universal Amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it was shit going on, bullets whizzing by and shit. And Snoop was in the police car, and I knocked on the thing. And I had, this is a part they don't tell you. I was opening the door for him, but he showed me he had the handcuffs on. So I ducked in, went under some bushes, and by this time I jumped in my Benz and I bounced to the house, man. And it was so crazy. And then so next thing I know, maybe about 4 years later, no, about 4 years ago, one of the head security, his name was V90. V90 told me, he said, Reek, remember that night? I said, hell yeah, I remember that night. He said, we ain't had no more problems with him, do we? I said, no, we didn't, dog. I was down on Venice Beach. I was everywhere with my tank on. He said, yeah. And when V90 say that, you know it went down. Like I tell you, the country boys is cool, but don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
They gonna, y'all some strong little suckers, man.
Yeah, cocky as hell too, man.
Level will love you with all their heart. But you play with them and they talk slow, but they putting you together a mile a minute. You hear me? And you play with them, you're gonna get your issue. Yeah, that's one thing I learned real quick.
Because you heard that story where P had said Suge try to tell him Cali ain't big enough
man,
for both.
Bro, I was sitting right there.
What?
I was right there when he told him that. Yeah, I was right there. We was always up at Priority, man. And Pete had his own office at Priority Records. We had a pool table in there. We had a little, we shoot dice in there. I mean, it was like the thug out part of Priority Records. You feel me? And I remember she called, and Pete was like, "Well, when you move? When you moving, nigga? What's happening?" You know, that's how Pete came at him.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't play with Pete, man. Again, there's a whole nother side of Pete that people don't know. Like I keep telling y'all can play with that man if you want to.
Yeah, P had said it off Drink Champs, and Nora was talking about, so you weren't intimidated by them? And P talking about, man, I grew up in the Kelly Projects. You ain't about to soft press me.
Man, no,
damn.
man.
But that's
he was not intimidated by nobody, and P was never starstruck by nobody. I tell you, man, we was so cold. I'm telling you, No Limit was so cold. We had stars. Bruh, let me tell you this story. It was a skate party, right? And it was my ex-wife at the time. We was his boyfriend and girlfriend. So it was who was that black dude that was a real popular model? All the girls used to love back in the day.
I think his name is Tyson. Tyson something.
Tyson Beckford.
Yeah.
He was there. Tia Tamara was there. It was all kind of stars that was up in there. Man, look, man, I drove up in that Benz. You heard me? Brand spanking new. I had that glistening ass tank on. Them niggas was all around. Tyson Beckford, Rico, yo, Lizzie sounds of fun. But I mean, the whole state ring went crazy, dog. We was the star. That's how powerful No Limit was.
Yes,
and again, he was never intimidated. But he was always cordial. But he never ever looked at it, because he looked at everything as business. And that's another thing I picked up a lot of things from. He never looked at it from a glistening eyes like, ooh. He always looked at, okay, we put our pants on the same way. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. It's only business. And I have far more money than any one of y'all.
Yeah.
That's how cold he was.
That's, man.
And Colonel was a cold piece, man.
Yeah. And P get all my respect, because for you to go, for not only to go through all of the stuff he went through, but he still stayed at it. Like, he knew what the goal was, and he got to it. Whether going from Louisiana all the way to Cali, and you still make it happen, bro. That ain't no easy.
You can't do it. And then you got all these haters out there who was against you. Oh, I got another story, man. Watch this. I called him one day. I said, Pete, I gotta really hang out with you, man. I'm trying to learn how you did this, man. He said, come on out, man. I need you to hang with me for 1 month. I flew to Baton Rouge. I'm with Pete. We fly back to LA, right? And Pete said, watch this, Reek. I'm finna go get $50 million from Artisan to start shooting the movies, right? After he did About It.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, look. So he walked in. They said, yeah, P, we'll give you about 10 million. Hey, what the hell I'm gonna do? I got 10 million. I give y'all 10 million. What are you talking about? Man, who is it? Warner Brothers ready to give me about 50 or 60, man. Y'all can at least come on up to 50. All right, P, we'll give you. He got $50 million in less than 10 minutes.
Wow.
Blew my mind. Then he reached in his pocket and gave me 1,000. Thank you, sir. You know, yes,
oh my God.
That's amazing.
All right, Rick, tell us about your casting role on Queen Sugar, bro.
Oh man, it's so cool, man, because I'm like one of the guys that's with Hollywood of the community, and we just trying to make everything better and safe for our families, you know, against like racism and the guys on there, Kofi, man, which is Ralph Angel, and Omar, which is Hollywood, and oh man, just everybody was just wonderful, man, and they knew a bunch of people. They definitely knew who I was. Like I said, Kofi told me, he said, man, I was little. I used to I had to sneak and listen to your song. And Omar was like, man, I got a whole lot of love from you with your song. That pussy beside you. I said, yes, indeed, man. So they welcomed me with open arms, man. And we gonna try to work out some other things. And my other thing that I'm really trying to work on too, man, I really want to get a part on what is it? Snowfall?
Snowfall. Ooh.
Yeah, Snowfall.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
I just got done watching the episode 8 last night.
Yeah, they got I think a new one. I gotta go watch my damn self. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
That'll be fire. So with your participation in Queen Sugar, is your first time?
No. Oh, you mean with Queen Sugar? Yeah, it's just my first time. But it dang sure won't be the last because I just got a text. I got to be back on set like tomorrow, and we just gonna pick up where we left off and stuff. And like then, but when I get there, it turns out to be, oh, Rico, you did this, so yeah, let's try this or whatever. So it goes in a whole different morph into something else better. You know what I mean? And then I met a lot of wonderful other cats on there that's really good from New Orleans, and they turned me on to a bunch of stuff, you know. So yeah, it's dope, man. Indeed. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say something I heard like a lot from like actors is the time you got to put in like on the sets and stuff like that.
Man,
how was that for you?
Say that, bruh. I told Hollywood, which is Omar, I said, bruh, I gotta take my hat off to you, man. He was like, well, Rick, man, you in entertainment, you used to. I was like, yeah, we do movies with no limit. When we was with P, whatever, we did movies. So it was on for like a month, 3 months, you know, whatever, and it was over with. They is ongoing. I was like, bro, like y'all really don't have a life like outside of this. This is who you really are, you know. And he's like, yeah, you know. He said, but they exercise that muscle, so they try to learn their lines, man, and get it over quick, and then they try to go enjoy themselves, man. But it's a grind, bro. And then like the food was cool, but you know. It ain't like, you know, you go get some real good food or home cooked food, you know. I like, old boy in there was cooking it. It wasn't us. You feel me?
You done got spoiled. You done got spoiled to that home.
Yeah. So what's harder, making music or acting?
As of right now, acting, because I've been doing music all my life. I've been, you know, like I started when I was 8 with my pop, man. And that's funny. It's funny. Everything y'all asking me, I was just thinking about it. I was just telling myself about a couple of hours ago, you know, music and writing and everything just comes so second nature to me, man. Like I could feel the hooks or whatever. I can feel the pulse of the street or what people want to hear. Especially with the advent of social media, I can get on Facebook and just look at a couple of things people talking about and write a song from it. You know, this is what the people are feeling. Acting, it comes natural to me too. But it's like over and over. It's like, bro, like I swear to God, like Omar did this line, man. He did just one part. Man, I thought it was Denzel Washington. And it was like, let's do it again. I was like, oh, that was perfect. Like, man, cause I felt it from here when he, you know. But I know what he did wrong. He was supposed to say Martha Jean, but that boy said Billie Jean. They bust out laughing, talking not my number.
Yeah.
That's what they did again. But other than that, it was, yeah. But they do it over and over and over again. But it's cool, you know. It's an experience.
So I know you say you wouldn't mind being a Snowfall, which that show is so amazing. To see you in that would be super dope. Yeah. So would it be? Is there any kind of other film that you kind of want? You got some interest in playing a role in, or?
Yeah, we got a film we working on too. It's called Income Tax. It's gonna be like Fridays, and like I don't know if y'all seen the video Cloud Sprinting. The dude, we call him the Sprint Hero, and that's Calvin. And like he gets upset because it's the sheriff who's kind of like Devo going around beating up everybody, taking their income tax check when they come. You know, he make them check, you know, whatever. And then he just turned around, and next thing you know, he got his cape on. He like the new version of Captain Saberhole, but he like, you know, he kind of like Ice Cube, like he try to save the neighborhood from this villain or whatever, and they fight whatever, and he gets knocked out and all that. It's almost the same little movie, but it's hella funny. It's like a new, improved version of Fridays, if you will. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah. So I know you say you haven't been up to date on the football. Are you a big basketball guy? Or do you kind of casual?
At different times, you know, it's like when the Lakers or the Warriors win it, I'm like this. Yeah, if they ain't, I'm like this. You know, it's like it's like I appreciate what they do, but I be so into what I'm doing, man, that you know I just kind of like hear and see through the news or the social media, or whatever. But I don't like just flicking on and be there all day. I gotta write these hit records, man. You feel me? Yeah. I gotta get on the next. I'm really trying to bring back Sons of Funk to a place where we'll never fall off again. You know, it's just like the situation with P and us. P really started getting into basketball. The brothers started wrestling. When I saw that, I was like, hey, P, say, bro, like you a gangster rapper, like you don't wrestle. You know, I had to call him myself, like, hey, man, don't, you know, but he got in there. I guess they paid him some cool money, but, you know, P was on the hustle at the time, so he wasn't tripping. But it was hurting us, you know. And then, like, you know, the average rapper lifespan is 4 to 5 years, man, you know what I mean? And then they out of there. No, there's very far few in between Jay-Z's. There's no, I don't really know other than Nas, who still ain't, I mean, he there, but he ain't like Jay, you know what I mean? There's like one rapper that's up.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know.
It's crazy you say that because me and DJ was talking about it the other day, and we was like, if you think about it, rappers are, the rap lifespan is just how you said. It's almost like compared to NFL running back. Yeah. You know, they're like 4 years. They get you good 4 years and they out.
Yeah, they out of the game. And it's really no fault of their own. Music just changed so much. The crowd changed. They be like, yo, you old. I don't fuck with you no more. Man, just, you know what? This one I knew was cold-blooded. You know, we love Mystical. Mystical was, to me, was like hella artistic and just like, that boy was dope. Mm-hmm. I mean, I let my son hear Mystical. He's like, Papa, I don't want to hear that dude with the Tourette's. Me and my partners think he got Tourette's.
Yeah.
Damn, like that. He was like, oh, well, we respect him because he an OG, but we ain't, nah. They wasn't fucking with him at all, you know. So like I say,
Mystical the truth though. So shit, I still listen to Mystical. So shit, fuck what they talking about.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's still dope to us. You feel me? But them youngsters, like I say, they not tripping, man. But the beauty of R&B, like I said, but even it changed. You know what I'm saying? So thank God for my son RJ, who me and him was just talking about this today. He was like, Pop, man, you so cold with writing the hooks and coming with the beats. I said, bro, I promise you, man, I wouldn't have a lighter day if you wouldn't come in with that cadence and how you put your finishing touch on top of it. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful bridge. You know, you got to bring the old with the new to make something new. You know what I'm saying? To give it some life or whatever. So
but see, that's props to you to be open to that though, because something I see as being like a young cat is it's a gap between the era we got going now and back then, because a lot of the OGs they looking like, man, we ain't on what y'all on, and we looking at them like, bro, y'all out of touch, like y'all just want to be stuck in the 90s and the 80s. Y'all gotta get on this wave. Like
you better get on the wave or get waved at. You feel me?
It's always gonna change. Like what we on today, 10, 20 years from now, people gonna be like, bro, nobody ain't on that no more.
Ain't nobody tripping on that. And you gotta flip with the script. You feel me? And if you don't, man, I remember I was talking to Puffy one time, man. And we was at this it's a studio in Los Angeles called Alpha Studios. And I remember him telling me, he said, yeah, Reek. I said, because I was asking, I said, bro, like, I love what you do, Puff. Now I champion you, bro. I'm a fan of yours, your music or whatever. I said, how the hell did you last through that situation with Pop? He said, man, I promise you guys, it was a man told me, he said, man, I ain't gonna lie, Reek, if that man would have lived, it'd have been over for my record company. It'd have been a wrap. That dude was literally taking us down day by day. He was chopping us down. He said, I'm not glad the man is gone, but had he persisted on attacking us, he would have killed us. And then he said, but one thing you got to remember, it's not the strong that survive. It's the one who know how to change survives. So if you don't roll with the change, you're not in. Because I don't want to mention names or whatever, but I see a few of our No Limit cats coming, and I'm listening to how they come, and they still kind of how they was before. And I'm letting my son and them, you know, my 19-year-old, you know, here, I got twins, a boy and a girl, and I'm letting them hear as like, no, Pop, it's not even like y'all even is dope. We love how you coming, you know. So if they ain't coming, what y'all listen to, you youngsters, you ain't gonna eat. Yeah. It's how it is. I mean, you know, you see what you gotta remember, what these cats gotta remember, it is a business. It's not nothing personal. And you're the consumer, and you dictate to us, basically say, bruh, I'm not finna buy that. And I'm not finna let you eat with my money the way you coming. So unless you change and appease me in my ear, bruh, you can make that for yourself.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
Facts.
That's how thank you. That's how I go down, you know? So I roll with the youngsters, man, me.
Well, hey, I fucks with your music though, man. That bullshit that just kicking, that shit go hard, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, he put me on bullshit the other day.
Thank you, man. See, and I came with the hook and the music, and RJ came with them verses. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That's why, that's why you like it, and that's why he like it.
Yeah.
It's the best of both worlds.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Me? And that's how you gotta bridge it, man. And
hey, I see you try to get your background dancing on. You get your boogie on in the back and stuff.
Hell
yeah. That's crazy.
I be getting down, boy.
Yes, sir.
So
hey, thank you, man. Yeah,
No
I
problem.
still
yeah.
got a
DJ, I
little
know
robot going on. You know, got a little Jabberwocky mask on. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
But you know what is weird that y'all mentioned that too? Let me tell you though, I'm finna really shock them when we come back and we get on this next level. The show that we gonna have, we finna really put a black eye in the game. We really finna go back to that Michael Jackson era, but it's gonna be where it's gonna be appealing to the youngsters, but it's still gonna have that old. But we gonna be wow, we gonna explode on the stage. We gonna have the lights, the fire. We finna just really just go all out, and we gonna play. So we gonna we gonna go in from like you know, just like really just like explosive to like artistic to you know sonically. Oh, we finna give it to him. Yeah, we finna
Sir. Ain't nothing like a show, man. Ain't nobody just coming there just to watch y'all sing slow and walk around, you know?
Yeah, you ain't want to wow me. You gotta wow the crowd. You because you paid your good money. And you know, and when you, watch this, let me share something. If you took your time and left your family and your home to come see me, it's my duty to give you a show out of this damn world to make you not even want to go back home.
Yeah.
Jackson would do. Oh man, I used to get mad when Mike used to get on stage. Like, man, I want to fight you, Mike. Come on back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's real tough.
That's dope.
Yeah. Rick, talk about your No Limit days. Give me like a Snoop Dogg story.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Like okay. I got a couple like kind of run into each other when Snoop first got there, and I was talking to his dad, right? And he was like, "Man, I thank God that God blessed y'all and y'all did so wonderful because y'all saved my son's life." I was like, "Damn!" Like that. He said, "Yeah, man." So then I looked over at Snoop. Snoop is about this little. He's skinny. I said, "Say, bro, you can ever eat?" Yeah, dog, you know I eat, you know, but I be smoking. That boy smoked more than Cheech and Chong. You heard me? Like him and Fiend was sitting there, man. It was just a big cloud of smoke everywhere. And then I asked him, you know, because people still was under that assumption that Pac was still living. I knew he was gone, so I said, Snoop, a dude is gone because Snoop knew we was from the Bay or whatever, you know. He said, you know, my guy, he gone, man. He said, Pac gone, man. Pac he did. All that mess about he reincarnated, the man dead, man, you know. Just like DMX, rest his soul now, you know what I mean?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It hurt my soul, man.
Yeah.
DMX was my Tupac, you know?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was indeed, man. DMX was a nice dude, man. I bumped into him a couple of times in the airport. I was like, "What up, X? What up? No Limit? What up, yo?" You know, man, he's a nice guy, man. You know, he had a heart. And a lot of time, like Pac, he wore his heart on his sleeve, and a lot of things happened to that brother that like he's not even discussing, like the dude tricked him into smoking crack and all this stuff. And some other things happened to him that I don't want to divulge that I know that led him to being into drugs or whatever. And he just couldn't shake it, man. And talent, some people just can't get that monkey off their back, you feel me?
So rest in peace to X, man.
Yeah.
So Rico, man, before we get you out of here, dog. Now we two sports heads, of course. We be going back and forth about you name it, from LeBron, Jordan, you know, the main conversations. And so like my football squad is the Saints, his squad is the Eagles. So if you can go to a game today, you know, when everything opened back up, which team would you rather go see? Just off the top, the Saints.
Man, look, man, me and you gonna be sitting right next to each other. Man, who that, boy? Who that? Who that talking about them?
Eagles. I ain't worry about y'all.
I just did it to mess with him. I knew
Who that? All day, baby.
We gonna get you a jersey too, DJ. We gonna get you a jersey too,
yeah,
bro.
he gonna be all right.
Never in a million years.
Indeed.
Who your NBA team? Who you rocking in the NBA?
Man, come on, man. You know I'm from the Bay, man. Shit, I'm town business, baby.
Yeah.
Golden State. Okay.
Golden State.
Talk about that though. Being from the Bay, like to see where the Warriors was like the level they was at before in the past to the level in this era where they just turned into some beasts.
Dynasty.
Like being from the Bay, did you ever think the Warriors would turn into that?
No, man, not like the dynasty as of now. No one even anticipated that. We had great dreams of grandeur, of course, but man, Steph was just like a little kid, running around Oakland, Berkeley. I think I don't never really seen him, but people said I seen him a couple of times out and about. But shit, man, then you had that other little light-skinned boy. And then you had, you got a good, we call him Sticky Icky. Where is he now? Where he at now?
In Miami, right? He in Miami.
Miami?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we had no idea it was gonna be what it is, and but we just thankful for whatever we got. You feel me?
Yeah.
If it don't happen again, hell, you can't take that away from us.
No. Not Splash Brothers.
Yeah, I think when Clay get healthy next year, man.
Yeah.
I think when Clay get healthy, they'll return to being good. I don't know if it's gonna go back to the dynasty.
Back to the dynasty, yeah.
Yeah. They'll be good though.
They're gonna have to do some rearranging again.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to do that again, man. So to get back to that again, and I don't know who could match Clay. In the clutch situation. You feel me? I don't know.
That man beside him.
Chemistry. It's got to be a chemistry with him and old boy. You feel me?
Yeah, don't forget Draymond Green. That's y'all leader.
Man, I love Draymond.
Yeah.
But he's crazy as hell, though. He need to quit all that foolishness. Hey, he's a hoodlum. I love him.
Hey, they gonna deal with it though, because they lose Draymond. That's a wrap. You can hang it up.
Yeah, that's a wrap. You forget it, because he holding it down.
Yeah, it's hard. I've been telling people it's hard to go from kicking everybody but the way they was doing for 5 years in a row.
Yeah, 5 years in a row.
All of a sudden, you're not really winning like that no more. So it's like it's hard to adjust.
It play with your psyche, man. But you got to sit back and say, but like we just said, it's not the strong to survive. It's the one who know how to change survive. So they got to change some things around, and they can come back.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Come back. They got to figure that thing out, though.
Yep.
So,
shout out to the Warriors, man.
Indeed.
Before you go, Rico, man, tell the people where they can find you on your socials. If you got anything you need to promote, you can.
Okay. Indeed, you can find us at Rico Sons of Funk, RJ Sons of Funk, Lorenzo Blaze _ Sons of Funk, and we got Bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. We got Cloud Sprinting. Let me tell you about Cloud Sprinting before we go.
Okay.
How I came up with that song. This little dude that was on the Drink Champs, and he would be on what's that little show? The little show to be coming on. It's like a little, one of them little things. Anyway, this little dude was talking about him having sex with the little girl on Power. You feel me? Yeah, he was like telling these dudes about he talking up under this girl dress or whatever. Like I'm like, say, bro, like say, bro, like you on some weird shit right now. You goofy right now to me. Like I'm not getting it. You feel me? And he was saying, yeah, man, Yeah, I got with old girl, and when I got with her and I put it in, she had a contraceptive in there. So the dude started laughing, right? So I said, this dude he clout sprinting. I was like, ooh. I like that. Yeah, he clout sprint. He chasing, yeah, anything. And see, the dudes was laughing, but they was laughing at him. They was not laughing at you. You feel me? Because that's Noriega, right? Noriega's an older dude. He my age, right? So he even looked at the dude strange, but he kept his composure because that's his show. But I could tell, man, I get the energy was like, nah, bro, like how you, and so, and that little girl, man, it was the little girl from the Cheetah Girls, right? There was there was a goal, or one of them's wife or girlfriend, whatever. She never, to this day, she never said nothing about that dude. And that's where clout sprinting came from. You know. And then we got let's see, just kicking it. We kind of
my shit right there.
Yeah. We just got a little something from with them little girls.
Escape,
yeah. T.I.'s wife and them. Yeah, so we got a little something from them. And we got a few little joints out there, man. We about to drop another one. It's called Pop Slide Get It Girl. And it's gonna
that's the one, that's the promo, right?
Yeah. You saw it when I'm walking around the stage, of Queen Sugar. So that's gonna be the next one, man.
What about the twerk song?
Oh yeah, the big butt. That's
I forgot about that one.
And you like that?
Hey.
Hell yeah. That's my type of woman too.
Yeah, all right. We for sure gonna come with it, man.
Yes, sir.
Bro. Hey, that little video is there. I almost ain't got to put out nothing. It's rolling by itself. You heard me?
Hey, y'all did right. Y'all just had to upload that.
Okay. Hey, we good right here.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. I think that's gonna do good on TikTok. What y'all think?
Of course. They sampled Nelly stuff and they made that to a hit. Think my butt get big,
Yes, indeed. Yes,
you never know. It might do something with y'all, bro, because TikTok, it blows you up.
It'll blow you up, huh, bro? Indeed. Yeah, I love y'all feedback on what y'all like, and everything. So, that's cool. I'm enjoying that. Yes,
sir. Indeed. Well, we will be expecting more, man. We'll be on the lookout. Man, like you said, we appreciate you, man, for tapping in with us, giving us a little bit of your time,
Indeed. Anything to help y'all out, man.
No problem, bro.
Indeed. Hey, when y'all blow up, don't forget your boy. Come get me, man, because I'm trying to get to the next level, you heard me? Because I see great things in y'all future.
We appreciate
it. Indeed, man. Hey, now, what part of Louisiana y'all in?
I'm from Natchez, Louisiana. It's like 2.5 hours away from Baton Rouge.
Okay. Oh, Natchez.
No, Natchez.
Natchez. Okay, that's like north, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And where are you?
I'm from Natchez as well.
Okay. All right. I was just in. Well, I was coming from Dallas, and we was in Natchez. It's beautiful over there, man. Like they got a nice college or whatever over there.
Yeah.
I graduated there like 2 years ago.
Okay, really? Okay, wonderful, man. Now let me make sure we're in the same spot. It was a Starbucks that was at the college almost. Is that where? Is that?
Is it the way they don't really call it Starbucks? It's like a coffee shop. It's where the library is.
Yeah.
Coffee shop. Library and a coffee shop.
Yes. I was just there the other day, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yes, I was just there the other day. I was coming. My daughter just moved to Dallas, and she got a really nice, beautiful apartment. She got a great job out there, so I had moved her out there. And so we stopped in, and I was like, man, what a Starbucks. Matter of fact, I was so sleepy, I got me a little hotel right up the road. And and then I was like, where's the Starbucks? So they was like, it's in there. I'm like, it don't say Starbucks. It say something else.
I know, right?
You just go coffee shop.
Yeah, it was a coffee shop, bro.
Just go.
But it was cool though. Yes, it did.
That's dope, man. Well, y'all already know this has been another dope episode of Stats and Facts, man. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Sons of Funk. Shout out to the whole No Limit. Hopefully we get you back on again sometime, man.
Oh, anytime, anything for y'all, man. I'm right here for you. As a matter of fact, get ready to drop the next video that Pop Slide Get It Girl. I'm gonna hit y'all up and let's talk about it.
Okay, no problem.
That's good. That sounds good.
Yeah.